Hello, welcome back. So in this part, we will discuss the types of concrete based on various criteria. So in the first criteria, I will explain you the type of concrete based on unit weight. Well, unit weight is basically uh, weight per unit volume, weight of any material per unit volume. Or if we say mass per unit volume, then it becomes density. It becomes density. So higher this unit weight, the heavier will be the material. So if we classify our concrete into the based on unit weight, then concrete can be classified as ultra lightweight concrete. And unit weight of ultra lightweight concrete is less than 1200 kg per meter cube, or we can write in terms of kilonewton, 12 kilonewton per meter cube. Generally, in engineering calculation, we consider 9.81 equivalent to 10. So on that basis, I have considered 12 kilonewton per meter cube. Then for lightweight concrete, the unit weight is between 12 to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. For normal weight concrete, it is around 24 kilonewton per meter cube. And for heavy concrete, it is more than 32 kilonewton per meter cube. Now, as an idea, I will show you the unit weight of steel. Unit weight of steel is 78.5 kilonewton per meter cube. So now you can see steel is around 3 times more heavier than the concrete. The next classification of concrete is based on the compressive strength. And this is probably the most important classification, as in the design problem also we will classify our concrete based on this. So now in the first column you see grade of concrete is mentioned. So concrete is basically expressed in terms of grade, say M5, M10, M15, M20. So initial grades are up to M20, then mid grades are up to M45, and then high strength grade are up to M70. Well, not up to M70. Even M100 grade is developed in India. So, but as per IS code, up to M70 we will discuss. Now, what is mean by M? Here, if I talk about the M30 concrete, now what is mean by M and 30? Well, M stands for mix, 30 stands for the characteristic strength. Characteristic strength of concrete after 28 days. Okay. And it is expressed in terms of Newton per mm square. So unit of 30 is basically Newton per mm square. Okay. Then here you can see the ratio of the grade of concrete. The second column you see concrete mix ratio. So for example, if we consider M10, so there you can see the ratio is 1:3:6. Now what is mean by 1:3:6? 1 is 1 part of cement, then the next ingredient is fine aggregate. So fine aggregate is 3 part, then coarse aggregate is 6 part. So this is how the ratio of concrete is defined for a particular grade of concrete. But here you can see up to M25 grade of concrete is defined, and that is why up to this one we call them as nominal mix, which means they are ordinary mix. Now above M25 grade concrete, the ratio cannot be defined just like that. We have to design them, and for particular area, for different area, this proportion, like you see, this proportion is different in case of M30 or above grade concrete, and that is why this category is known as design mix category. Okay. And similarly, you see the compressive strength of concrete, 5 MPa, 10 MPa, 15, 20. So either you express in terms of Newton per mm square or in terms of MPa, both are same. Classification of concrete accordance with the additives. Well, this classification in India is not so popular, but I found it from some resource. So I thought to discuss it with you. MDF concrete is known as macro defect free concrete. And in this MDF concrete, polymer as an additive is used. Polymer as an additive is used. Similarly, in case of fiber reinforced concrete, I have mentioned earlier also, in fiber reinforced concrete, we use fibers in concrete. So basically what we do is we incorporate fibers into the concrete to increase the toughness and ductility of the concrete. So that concrete so produced is called fiber reinforced concrete, or simply FRC. Then we have this DSP concrete. Well, DSP concrete is very dense. It is very dense. Why? Probably because of the use of silica fume. Silica fume is a type of mineral admixture. I have mentioned earlier also. And the size of silica fume is very low, probably less than 1 micron. And that is why it produces the concrete in a very dense form. And that is why this concrete is very good in resistance to wear. Similarly, then we have polymer concrete. If we apply polymer in concrete in different way, then the concrete so obtained is called polymer concrete. So basically 2 or 3 process is used to convert polymer into the concrete. So there is no need to discuss in detail about those processes. So we just simply need to remember this name. Polymer concrete is also something which is used in the modern practice. Okay, and in this, additive is used as a polymer. Okay, so now in this lecture, what we have done so far, we have defined the definition of concrete as per historical purview. Then we have seen the historical development of concrete, how concrete is evolved. Then we have seen generation of concrete. First generation is plain concrete, then second generation is steel reinforced concrete, and third generation is pre-stressed concrete. Then we see concrete as a structural material, its composition. Then we also discussed the use of concrete. We also has discussed advantages and disadvantages of concrete, and then the types of concrete based on various criteria. So for preparing this lecture, I have used some of the link I have given here. So in the next class, we will discuss the ingredient of concrete, that is cement. Thank you.